Hello and welcome to Wandering with Justin
and Jane.
Join us in a steam spectacular. We ride on competing locomotives racing from Newcastle to Maitland.
To make matters even more exciting, the trains just don't race each other. There is a tiger moth in the race too.
Hooray, Jane! This is fantastic! Now, Jane, how do locomotives hear?
I have no idea.
Through their engineers! Locomotive 6029 is a Bayer Garrett imported from Manchester, UK. They were introduced to Australia in 1952 for coal haulage. And due to their length and the lack of turntables big enough to turn them around, these 60 class Garretts were fitted with dual controls, allowing the driver to face the direction of travel regardless of the way the train was facing.
Locomotive 3526 is a C35 class express passenger train. This one was built in 1917 and is the only one of its kind left in existence and is still operational.
This class of locomotive were nicknamed Naughty Nannies due to their pre-1924 designation of NN. And this unit was retired from service in 1967. And it was luckily placed in the custody of the New South Wales Rail Transport Museum. That's amazing. 50 years in service. So 3526 is the train that we were on for the spectacular Great Train Race. We were able to board the train early and get a good look around at some of the interior before the cabin filled up. What was your impression on how comfortable the train was, Jane?
Oh no, it was really good and the seats were really comfy. You could travel in them for a long time. That was really good.
I was really impressed that we could open the windows, close them, and it was quite a comfortable spot for us to be able to sit, and I really enjoyed the journey too. And we were off and running. Now, the outward bound journey was not actually part of the race. It was simply taking us to the starting line of the race. The race was from Newcastle to Maitland, but the train had to leave the Maitland station first. So we left the Steamfest grounds and headed out to Newcastle on a very enjoyable train journey. Now, there's a separate video of that train journey that you can watch. It's up on the channel. We put it up about a week before this one. So go and check it out if you would like to see that journey, and we explored some of the countryside and how it looked around the place. We thoroughly enjoyed our trip out to Newcastle. The anticipation was building. The race was soon to start, as we were just manoeuvring around the tracks, getting into the starting position. Some beautiful views in the background of the port.
Due to being in the port area and in Newcastle, the speed limits had dropped right back. This part seemed to take the longest because we just wanted to get the race to start, but it was still very interesting as we went along the sights on the side.
And then as we moved up, we saw the other train parked up on another line, getting ready to go as well. Now you can see one of the diesel engines on this train. So the train had a diesel engine on each side. Ours also had one, and so the diesel engines were there for other trips but the race itself was only under the power of the steam locomotives. And we were off. The race was underway. Takes a little while to get going on a steam train, but don't you worry, it builds up quick. We were off to a cracking start. Our small, nimble little train was whizzing along, leaving that great big lumbering heavy Garrett behind. Now our driver must have slowed down a bit so that great big lumbersome train could catch up and pass us a while. But don't you worry, I'm sure that we'll catch him up again presently. This race was super exciting. We haven't even got to the tiger moth yet. Looking out the window, watching the smoke from the engine drift by, you can see some beautiful countryside, lovely rivers, a few lakes. It's quite a nice spot.
But we're going a lot faster this time.
Absolutely. But then you turn around and you look the other way across the carriage. And what can we see happening there? The train! The train! We're passing the train!
I'm sure it will.
The de Havilland Tiger Moth is a biplane design dating from the 1930s and was still in manufacture through to the 1950s. And these planes were the primary training planes for the Commonwealth Air Forces, including the RAAF. This plane passed over us a number of times during the race, and it was always hard to tell who was in front.
So we're on the home stretch now. Maitland's coming into view. So the race will be over soon before we know it.
It's hard to tell who's in front. The trains kept passing each other backwards and forwards, and that pesky plane kept zooming overhead. Who can possibly win?
The whole experience of this race was just phenomenal. We really enjoyed it. The smoke, the grit, we were just covered in ash.
Absolutely. Soot was coming in the open windows, but we wanted to have the window open to experience all of it.
Oh yeah, I would recommend this to anybody. You might think steam trains are boring, but they're not. They're just fantastic. They are. Really, really enjoyed it.
Absolutely, and the atmosphere of the race itself just made the whole thing even more exciting than just cruising around the countryside. A really memorable experience. But Jayne, who would possibly win this race?
Oh, I'll give you all one guess. So that's how it ends. We came last on our little green train, but we had a fantastic time. As far as I'm concerned, we're all winners. It was just wonderful, wasn't it, Justy?
It was a great experience, and it doesn't matter which train you happen to be sitting on, we all enjoyed it so much.
But actually, the Tiger Moth did win the race.
Suck it, Garrett. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching. We've really appreciated your time, and we're grateful to have you with us. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye for now. See you.